make it $2,500 this month. What I do to this money? Wait a minute. I need to do payments. Oh my God. Oh my life, brothers. $1,700 for rent. That's a lot of money. The owner to the building, he got rich quick, and I continue poor. That's not right. $200 for electricity. No, that's a lot of money too. $100 for my cell phone from Cricket. Sometimes I don't have a service, but I need pay anyway. $500 for child support. Oh my God. Why no use protection? I never use TV. Oh my gosh. And only $2 for me. That's my American dream. Oh my God, what I do to this life. Oh my God. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Motherfucker.
You can be sitting here like, yes, my bills are paid. I'm good for the next 30 days. And life will be like, yeah, no. You're actually out of laundry detergent, shampoo, and paper towels. Yeah, yep, you need gas too. Oh, did I forget to mention that you need an oil change?
So for years, there have been an unspoken pressure to always look okay, to look financially stable, to be independent, have your own place, have just like present to the world like everything is okay. And I think a lot of people now are more open. Like that's why, I mean, you can look at my videos and see a lot of people are more open. Like they are sharing and disclosing a lot of information about what they're going through, their financial struggles, and they're being very open about it. Like just letting it out there because many people need to know like this is what's going on rather than, you know, we pretending that everything is okay, like we're fine, or trying to present as if everything is fine while we are all drowning. We are just like living on survival mode. And there's also someone who started this movement. He started making videos called the Age of Disclosure. People to be able to disclose more information about or be more down to earth and blunt about what they're going through. So a lot of people would kind of be aware about what's happening. Now I wouldn't say that many people are actually hiding it these days. I think for the past few years now, people have been very open about how hard it is. I feel like a lot of people have been very open and express how much things are difficult, show how much the cost of living is making people drown financially. And so we're going to be checking out these videos. But before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
Couple phrases I never understood when I was broke with a capital brr. Phrase number one, it's lonely at the top. Motherfucker, it's lonely at the bottom. Have you been to the bottom? You think it's just a friend fiesta down here? The fuck you talking? I'm fine. I'll be lonely. I've coped with that down here. I'll be all right up there. At least you're alone and full. At least you're alone with bills on auto pay. Another one that I find funny. Well, when you get money, a lot of fake friends. Motherfucker, I can't even afford fake friends right now. When you are B-O-R-K-E, you don't even get fake friends. You barely got some real ones. Shit, at least you're of value to somebody that would fake some shit to be around you. When you're broke, ain't nobody want to be around your ass. Once again, not worried about it. Send me up. Another one. Money won't fix all your problems. Let me see. We'll go fucking bar for bar on that one because I got 99 problems and 97.5 of them can be solved with a big ass check right now. I'm talking today. Before 5 p.m. I could solve every one. And those other 2.5, hey, I got fucking the rest of my life. And another funny one I can't wrap my head around is when you make it, people will only love you for the things you have. Well, when you don't make it, people don't love you at all. Ain't no love, ain't no fucking, ain't no nothing. I dare any man on here to try to get a morsel of ass if you live with your parents or in your car. I dare you. Motherfucker can barely get a hug in them situations. Because at least when you got shit, they love you for some shit, even if it's fake. They always say shit like heavy is the head that wears the crown. Well, you know what's heavier than the crown? My fucking thoughts, my fucking depression, my life anxiety. Give me the fucking crown. I bet it weighs less than all that shit. Don't mind me, just venting.
If you run out of laundry detergent, washing powder, paper towels, tissue, and soap at the same time, and you gotta go to the store and get some more, it's not really much we could do for you but pray. Bitch, you ought to go to the store and, you ought to go to the bank and take out a fucking loan or set up a GoFundMe, bitch, because all them motherfucking items on one shopping tab, that motherfucker come out to $7,645.23 for just them 5 items. And don't need to get some meat. And don't need to cook dinner at the same time. Bitch, y'all ain't eating. Eat them clothes you just washed. eating them napkins you just bought. It ain't shit else to buy after you done bought some shit like that and don't want a candle. Please don't want a motherfucking candle for your house to smell good. The candles these days is $37. And that motherfucker burn out. You light the bitch, you walk back in the room, that shit at the bottom. I really just can't take too much more of it. And I always wonder why sometimes I would go to people's house and it'd be that real thin toilet paper. Bitch, I understand now. That motherfucker is $1. Fold that bitch up 2, 4, 5 times and it's just as thick as the other ones. The thick tissue, and don't need no motherfucking trash bags.
And the craziest thing about everything that's going on right now is that money isn't even real. We really made that shit up.
Today is April 20th. On November 5th is when I got laid off from my job. Today is my first day working the job since then. And it's definitely not from a lack of trying. I'm going to let you know right now, if you know anybody who is looking for a job right now, when they tell you that the job market is absolutely disgusting, it is horrible, it is trash, believe them. And if you are somebody who has been working at their job for like years, like you ain't had to look for a job in the last 2-3 years, please shut up. Just shut up. I don't know what it is about people who have not had to endure this job market. When you try to tell them about the job market, they start saying the most obvious shit ever. Like, you need to get on Indeed. Like, oh, for real? Tell me more. And it's like, I don't know why it just comes out like word vomit. Like, you need to work from home. I'm sorry, is that optional? Can I just do that? Can I go outside and just wave my hands? Oh, I want to work from home. Somebody just drop a laptop in my hand? Like, it's the craziest thing when you tell people about this job market. You need to get you a government job. Like, as if they act like it's just on you. Run your resume through AI. They say, I'm like, I can tell that you ain't had to do this, have you? It's obvious. It just pisses you off. You will lose friends the way that these people will talk to you about the job market. I saw a job posting that required a bachelor's degree in chemistry and was paying $13 an hour. Shut up about the job market if you ain't been in it. Oh, and when you do find a job, you're not going to be making really anything. Whatever you were used to making before you lost it, forget about it.
Can we have an honest conversation? What the hell is really going on right now? I am at a point in my life, I'm 32 going on 33 this year. I'm at a point where I have my career. I'm making life-changing money. Like, if this was me back in 2018, my God. But anyway, that's not the point. I make great money, but it doesn't feel like it. And I'm so confused. Like, this economy is so trash. And I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, you're living above your means or you're not saving. Saving? Jesus Christ. Like, gas is almost $5 a gallon. Getting fruit at the grocery store is like $8. What did I see for $8 the other day? Was it grapes? It was something. And I was just like, I just feel like y'all not mad enough. Like, I feel like I am being ripped off. Like, I'm unmarried. I don't have kids. So, of course, there's no benefit to that. We don't get any tax breaks. We don't get nothing. America hates single people without kids. Let's just say that. But seriously, something has got to give. Like, I am so tired. I'm tired of this. How are y'all doing it? I feel like no matter how much money you make, we all just trying to survive right now.
I wanted to add to the age of disclosure conversation because why the fuck not? I'm not ashamed of anything going on in my life right now because I'm not in control of it, but the fucking government is, or that's what the fuck it feels like. I had a breakdown the other day because I am lost as fuck. I have no idea what it looks like for my future as an individual or for my family, and that's so fucking frustrating because I'm the person who's always two steps ahead. And we all know if you're not 2 steps ahead, you are one paycheck away from being fucking homeless. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, and not by fucking choice, but because I can't find childcare. Can't find childcare because where we stay, the wait list is so fucking long that she'll probably be in high school by the time she gets approved for it. My husband works, has made the most money he's made since we've been together. You can't fucking tell. Can't tell because the cost of living is so fucking high. We stay in Florida where a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom is $2,000 and less than 1,000 square feet. And they believe that they can tax out the ass because we stay by the beach. The fucking beach is the earth, bitch. Sand and fucking water. You're charging me for sand and water. And we don't even stay by the beach. We just buy the fucking water because we're in fucking Florida. But what else? We drive a $2,000 Durango that was gifted to us because we can't afford to get another fucking car because the cost of living is so fucking high. Can't save because the cost of living is so fucking high. Our AC does not work because we can't get it fixed because the cost of living is so fucking high. We're literally paying for fucking necessities, and even then, we don't live beyond our fucking means. We just want to live. We guilt trip ourselves so fucking bad because we just want to have a good fucking time. We will have a date night that we are so deserving of and can't even enjoy it because we feel fucking guilty the entire fucking time. It's extremely shitty. And I've tried. I'm a fucking hustler. I can do hair. I can do makeup. I can fucking bake, bitch. I can cook. I've tried every fucking thing and it's still not enough. Because I stay in an area where they fucking haters and they want to see a black woman win. The fuck? So it's so hard, and I have no idea what to fucking do anymore. I have to rely on God because if I rely on anything else, I will be 6 feet fucking under because I'm so tired of this losing fucking battle. That's what it is. So this is my contribution to the fucking age of disclosure conversation.
Surely we've seen the trend where we can basically guarantee that there is going to be an economic crisis every half decade to a decade, and like, I really hate that trend. That makes me not want to own shit. Like, I'm 29 and I live with my parents still. I'll see people like feel really embarrassed by that or like feel behind or something. I don't. I'm like, well, I don't know. This country like needs to be a little bit more stable consistently for me to give a fuck like that. I couldn't imagine like moving out, spending so much money on rent or a home that I end up not being able to afford, which happened in the 2008 crisis, by the way. I mean, all of that money could have just stayed with me in my fucking parents' house. Like people are going through losing stuff just to move back with their parents. Like, all that money, damn, no, couldn't be me. Country needs to be better for all that. Sorry.
You know, I also feel like people being vulnerable, you know, about their financial struggles actually takes away, or a lot of people doing it actually takes away the shame that is often like people before. I think most of the time people kind of feel the shame to show or let it out that, oh, you know what, I'm actually struggling. I'm struggling to afford rent. I can't afford groceries, you know, things like that. People kind of feel ashamed because sometimes people, I think before, most of the time people would judge you. And people have always treated it like a personal failure. And I'm glad that people are starting to realize that this whole thing is not just personal, it's systemic, and that's what's going on. So people don't beat themselves up and think, oh, you know what, like right now, I'm just a failure. That's the reason why I'm unable to get a job. I'm just a failure. That's the reason why I've been unable to make more money.
You know what I want to talk about? We as Americans are soft as fuck. These companies are having a field day with us because they're increasing prices by the fucking day. Every time you look up, it's a surcharge for this. Gas prices going up, groceries going up. Oh, flights are going up now. No more free check bags. Check bag prices have increased $10. Now you need a subscription for your Gmail account. Now you need subscriptions for card features that you are the car same car that you've been driving. Now you need to pay fucking features for it. We are losing as a society. We're not fighting for anything. I don't know if it's because Americans are distracted by dumb shit, but like these companies are really having a field day, and we just going for it.
You know what? They keep saying that we're in the age of disclosure, and I think that they're right. But I think we also need to start disclosing something else, like on a personal level. Like, I think more people, especially Americans, need to start disclosing how much they are struggling financially. Like, I made a video yesterday talking about how this is my first job that I've been able to land since November of last year. I'm not full time. That job is not full time. It is $19 an hour. It is 32 hours a week. My lease renewal, I've got my third notification about my lease renewal. I cannot afford to renew this lease, and I also can't afford to move, because if you move, what do you got to do? Deposit, admin fee, application fee, paying for the moving truck, taking time off of work, all this extra stuff that you have to pay for. I cannot afford to do either one. And a lot of people are in this position right now. A lot of people cannot find a job. And it's not because there's like just a natural scarcity when it comes to job. It is a manufactured scarcity. They're not hiring anyone. They're cutting 90% of their workforce and getting the remaining 10% to do the work of the other 90% while not increasing their pay. The cost of everything is going up, but everybody keeps reporting record profits. Nobody can afford to pay their workers a livable wage, but everybody has record profits. But you know who does get paid? The shareholders, who do absolutely nothing for the company. This is the state of the economy, right? Like, this is a reality. This is real. And this is where we all are. It's a lot more people that are just too embarrassed to say. You should never be embarrassed about what this system has done to you. Because I'm not.
I hope that this is touching somebody that can really relate. But that guy Casanova who talking about the age of disclosure, he's right. Nobody can survive and live, even if you're making $200,000 after taxes, benefits, especially if you work for the government. I'm gonna use New York State as an example. The most I'm ever made working for New York State was about $63,000. After taxes, benefits, and they take out retirement automatically every 2 weeks when you work for New York State, and your benefits, which are high as hell, they was taking $600-700 out my check. So $1,500-1,600. You got rent $1,800-1,900. You got car note $500, car insurance $200, renter's insurance $30, phone bill $100, internet bill $100. That take your whole check. Then gas is high as hell. Groceries high as hell. Something can break down. What if you want to save? God forbid you want to get your hair done. And I don't know who needs to hear this. Even if you bilingual, because people keep talking about bilingual stuff, they don't pay you no extra. They had me take whole tests to prove I was bilingual. I was a Spanish teacher. They don't pay me no extra to do it. Or if they do pay you extra, they pay you $1 extra on your hourly. They don't pay you. They don't give a fuck. If you did everything right, you got a master's. You don't got a criminal record, you still have to suffer, or you have to work another job, or you have to have a roommate, or you have to have 3-4 jobs, or you have to move back in with your parents. I don't know no one who has a place that they either don't have a car, or they work several jobs, or they have a roommate, or they got a whole bunch of credit card debt and debts. We talking about all these debts that people got. And then they want us to pay taxes on top of that. So because I don't have no kids, I got to pay taxes on top of that. They crazy as hell. This is a scam. This is a scam. You know what I realize I'm doing? Putting all my shit in storage and getting the fuck up out of here. Why not? I can't keep dealing with this. Now I got to leave my apartment. I got to be out by July 31st, put all my shit in storage and figure out what I got to go. Why do I want to figure out and put another 12-month lease here in New York? For what? When I could just go and be free. I see why people be nomads. I see why people just say fuck it and leave. So this is my age of disclosure. I hope I touched somebody saying this. Put in the comments what you going through too. And I ain't got no pussy to give nobody to sell. So I'm not selling my pussy.
Creator on here called Casanova Brown, and he's been talking about the age of disclosure, which is where people come on the internet and are very honest about the fact that they are in fact struggling, because a lot of people are living through the bystander effect in real time and telling themselves that it's just 1 or 2 people around them who are struggling, or it's not that many. No, it's all of us. And when I say all of us, I mean I am at the edge of my 30s, steps away from my 40s, and I have one friend who lives by themselves. One. Everyone else lives with a parent, a significant other, roommates, a group of people that they don't know, a rental style situation. Even myself, I make a solid amount of money that made it so that I could live by myself 4 years ago. However, making the amount of money I make now with raises annually, and I'm renting some space. Ain't no way I could live by myself in the city that I'm in right now. I think it's really interesting how the news and media are framing it as if like a lot of people are bad with their money or failing because they don't make that much money. No, we're all failing because this is a greedy system, and by design we are all being slowly bled to death. Okay. I have a bachelor's degree and 10 years of experience within my bachelor's, and to this day I cannot find a job above $60,000 a year. The poverty point in the United States is $60,000 a year as of 2026. So there's no way for me to get out of poverty with a degree and experience. I am driving a very old car that is constantly falling apart, can't afford a new one. Want to move into a new place, can't afford to do that, so decided to leave the country. Putting together the money to leave the country is easier than putting together the money to stay here. That's pretty shocking. I never thought that that would be a reality in my life. The option to literally uproot my life and move to the east coast of China is cheaper than the next year in the United States for me. My family has lived on this land for over 300 years. I'll be the first one to be somewhere else. But they've made it so that it's impossible. And again, by design. And again, my people were supposed to suffer first, and we've been suffering longest. So we've been quite resourceful in making this all work. But I don't want to be here to have to make it all work anymore. I don't want to be here to watch the fall of this empire. I don't want to be here to hear its death rattle. I just want to go. So in the age of disclosure, it ain't just you, it ain't just me, it ain't just your neighbor. It's all of us. We're all struggling. It's all bad. There's no way to handle it but to go. And if you can't go, I don't even know what I would do if I had to stay. I genuinely don't know what I would do if I had to be here next year or the year after.
People shouldn't have to come on social media and tell y'all how broke they are for y'all to understand that we're in a shit economy. Realistically, no matter who you are, no matter what job you have, realistically, most of the time, you're probably fucking struggling in this economy. Or even if you're not struggling, you can recognize the fact that, like, it is a shit economy and shit is way overpriced and gas is fucking $5 a gallon. So like I said, it shouldn't take for people to come on here and tell y'all that they dirt fucking poor and dirt fucking broke for y'all to know that shit is getting fucked up.
Hello world, I'm back with my green bonnet, but I am in the middle of grading papers, and I really wanted to hop in on the age of disclosure conversation that's been happening for one of my favorite creators, Cashapp Brown. Shout out to you. And I want to talk about a couple things. So first, I do want to acknowledge my position. I am not struggling financially. However, I still live at home with my parents. I have 2 degrees and I'm a professor. Ideally, I should be able to go out and afford things. But y'all, I have done the math. And if I leave my house today, not saying the Lord can't do it, but if I leave my house today, I would be paying half of my check to rent and the other half will be going to all my basic bills. Where is food gonna come from? And where is basic necessities gonna come from? And I shared this, one, because I am so blessed to be at home. My advice to any of y'all young adults that's in y'all mid to late 20s, I know we want to leave. I know we want to do our own thing. Even the college grads that's just graduating. If you can stay home, stay home. Okay? It is a blessing to be able to come home to a meal every night. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat because I know that my parents are here by God's grace. I also want to say that if you are at home and your parents ain't asking you for nothing or you paying something, it could be worse. My parents don't ask me for anything. And yeah, I am trying to figure out ways to help them out. As a professor, I'm off during the summers. So I already told them it's going to be Susie Homemaker up in this bad boy. Find me an apron now. Because what we going to eat and cook, I'm going to do it. Right? Like, give back. And the last thing I want to say is with everything that's going on, I know I talked a lot about my family in this video, but they are my community. I live in a communal environment. I'm not by myself. So please find community if you are struggling, and please reach out, because I don't want to see nobody out there struggling and you don't have to. There is community for you. And if you don't have community, let's find some. Matter of fact, let's drop some resources for people. No matter what area you in, let's drop resources for people, because people need help. The economy sucks and people need help. Okay? Peace. What was that? Thumbs up. Peace.
So I work a full-time job, a part-time job. I run a business on the side. I'm in my master's degree program. I have 2 children, and I am tired, okay? But the struggle is real. I haven't had a raise in about 2 years. I had to change. I was working 2 full-time jobs for about 6 months, but my main full-time job got upset because I was working 2 full-time jobs, and they're nothing alike. They are completely opposite, but for some reason they were like, we don't think it's a good idea for you to work, even though they're not paying me enough to pay my basic bills, which is why I had to go and get another job in the first place. But all that to say, the struggle is real. Everybody out here, like, not everybody, some people are thriving. I'm trying to get on the thriving side without having to work as much, but the struggle is real. I do have a bachelor's degree in business. I have like over 10 years of experience. I have changed my resume at least 20 or 30 times, like to fit every single job that I apply for. I have been applying for jobs for about 3 years now, and this is the first time ever that I've only gotten like 5 interviews, and then they either got rid of the job because they said they were just going to not do this job anymore, or I had somebody like change the job. They went from a certain amount, they were paying this amount, and then they said, oh no, we're going to downsize this job, but do you still want it? No, I don't still want it. You just decrease the pay and change the job title, and you think I still want it? Absolutely not. All that to say, the struggle is real. I am here with y'all. I'm not trying to be struggling, but here we are. Here we are.
Okay, age of disclosure, health insurance edition. I'm so scared to do this one, y'all, because the comments from my other 2 videos about people's struggles is like literally making my TMJ flare up because I'm clenching my jaw so much because I'm so fucking mad that we gotta live in these circumstances. Who else has to prioritize their health care by like years? Like, for example, this year is my dental year, so I'm trying to make sure if I have anything left over that I'm putting that towards the dental work that I need done to make sure I can stay fucking healthy. But like, that's the only thing I can afford to do. I can't afford to see my therapist anymore. It's been like over a year. Can't afford to get my vision done. I need that. Can't afford to just go and do my regular like checkups and shit like that because I gotta focus on dental.
Casanova Brown's video series of Age of Disclosure, disclosing more people being open and vulnerable about their finances, is really what's necessary right now. Especially with an administration that is gaslighting everybody. These millionaires and billionaires sit down during interviews because their life ain't fucked up. You know what I mean? And you go through a comment section where people are telling you that they have to use Klarna to pay for groceries, where they have to make decisions on whether or not they can pay their water bill or their light bill for that month. You know what I'm saying? The economy's not doing well. Even someone like Casanova Brown, who has had tremendous success on social media, also has financial hardships. And he's not the only content creator out there. You know what I mean? I think a lot of y'all, when y'all see those, the follower numbers go up, and maybe you might see a couple of thousand, views and stuff like that. Hey, big dog, TikTok ain't paying bands anymore. They're not paying crazy amount of money. Okay? I'm just letting you know that for real. You know, that's my vulnerable moment. It's not paying what you think is. I have a job, and I think that it's necessary. Not just for knowing what's going on around you. I think that it's also this fake narrative that, everybody's in a different place, or maybe you might not be going through something. No, that person right next to you, that person that commented right under that, is going through something either similar or fucking worse.
I mean, talking about it outright like this, does not fix the economy. It doesn't make things change for the better overnight. I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time. We've been hopeful for a long time now. For the most part, for me, making this video, I just want to create more awareness for people, and so people don't feel alone. Because I've said it before, sometimes when you think you're the only one who's going through certain things, you kind of think that, you beat yourself up. You start feeling like this failure is just for you, because sometimes you might be consuming or see people who are just, pretending or, presenting themselves as they are okay, as everything is fine with them. And then you be comparing your life to them, on a personal, deeper level, not knowing that those people are just, they might just be looking like that, but they ain't got like shit ain't together, you never know until they say it. It kind of challenges unrealistic expectations, and maybe people will start having one voice, have, come with the same thoughts about what to do about this. And to be honest, the most important part is that I feel like this will make people have more honest conversation about what success actually looks like, because right now the things we're beating ourselves over, we trying to chase money, trying to do all those things, are actually expectations that we have set upon ourselves, or the society in general we have accepted to actually be the standard. And that's the reason why it is what it is. Like, money is actually something that we accepted for it to actually rule over us. So now, can you imagine if we actually collectively come and have the agreement that, oh, you know what, we don't want to mess with money anymore? You don't think that's gonna stand?